The other day I've been blessed with the Uzumaki trailer on Twitter, and I think it looks dope as hell. Now, before anything, I'm a fucking chicken when it comes to horror content. I really can't really consume them, and for the most part, I don't even enjoy horror. But what I really enjoy is a good thriller movie. If I'm not, getting blasted with, horror elements and all, I really enjoy that stuff. Like, if it's not like a, chainsaw man chasing a man and then ripping everything apart, I really enjoy the thriller part of that. Not the ripping everything apart part, but like, the thriller part. That chase, is he gonna be able to catch him? Is he not gonna be able to chase him? Or more like psychological stuff. I like that stuff. And in my opinion, Uzumaki is in one of those categories that where the horror element is more in the thriller or the suspense part, because you get to experience and see stuff that are weird, that are not the things that you'd expect to see. And I think that's interesting. Although I find the most of it gross, but I think that's the intent of the manga. It's more like a gross horror, I would say. But I think at the same time, it's a very beautiful manga. It's a very beautiful piece of art. And I'm really happy to see that they're making an anime for it. I think they did a good job with making it in gray tones. I think that's a really good call, because I don't know why, but I really can't imagine reading even Uzumaki in colored pages. Like, I know that sometimes mangas get colored pages, colored chapters in times of like anniversaries and all. And I don't know if Uzumaki actually got one, but I really don't really recall finding myself even imagining the experience like that. I think it would be a totally different thing. And them keeping the gray tones in the anime is, in my opinion, a very good call, especially in the art department. Like I said, I'm not an artist or anything, and I don't really understand from these. I'm just some guy sitting in a chair and talking, so take this with a grain of salt. But I think if they don't have to worry about the colors that much, they can have the time spent on more of the art side, more on the details of the show. I don't think making a show and drawing in gray tones is anything easier, don't get me wrong, but at least that's a thing, they get off a layer from their work, basically. So I think that's a good call. And also, I think it fits the art style better. Not that it's because I'm manga, but as a concept, I think the gray tones are very beautiful in Uzumaki. So yeah, and seeing it from Adult Swim really is interesting. I think it fits well. I'm just surprised that it's not coming from a Japanese production. I think that's really interesting. Also, I think there will be many people from the Japan to work on the project, because, for example, in the Scott Pilgrim anime, they had a team of many Japanese people, but also American people. I think this is like vice versa. If I'm not mistaken, the company behind Scott Pilgrim anime was a Japanese one, but the original story is an American one. So I think that was a interesting blend of two nations and their workforces, I would say. And this is like vice versa. The original work is from the Japan and the production company is Adult Swim. I think that the looks of the anime will be magnificent. From the trailer, I really am hyped for the anime. I don't think if I'm gonna be able to watch it, because even reading the manga was really, icky. Like, it was putting me on unease, basically, which can be a good thing for a horror fan, but for me, it's more like, oh my god, traumas. By the way, the first time I read this manga is when I was, I don't know, 14, maybe 15 years old, which is probably not the best time to read that manga. But I've read the first volume, which there are in total 3 volumes, but I only read the first one. I recall that I liked the art a lot, but it was very much eerie to read all the creative things that the author draws. Like, it's a very unsettling experience. But at the same time, like I said, it's such a beautiful manga. I'm really fond of that art. And also, while I mentioned I'm happy about this getting an anime, I'm happy because I think we really need more adult animation. Of course, shonen animes are cool and all as well, but like especially in Western media as well, we need more shows like The Boys, Invincible, Rick and Morty maybe to an extent. Shows that are more brave, I would say, in today's age. Because like I personally don't really enjoy a lot of bloodbath, a lot of brutal scenes and all, but I think the television needs a little of that. It can't be just always, water guns and, fluffy sticks. I think that side of the art should be expressed as well. And I'm really happy that Uzumaki is getting an anime adaptation in 2024. So yeah, I'm really happy about that and hyped up about that. Also, I really like the emphasis this manga is going for. I just watched an interview with Junji Ito, the author of this manga, and he basically mentions like he really likes delving into the unseen daily life things, not very noticeable things, the little things, little details, and thinking about them, I think it's really interesting. I really like that as well. Just taking your time and ducking down and looking at a flower, examining a bee and all. I really like that. And in Uzumaki, you really get to see very daily life things and zooming in a little bit. I think it's really interesting. And I really like the manga as well. Now that I've seen this, trailer coming out and the show on the horizon, I've also considered, reading the manga from start to end. But I don't know. Maybe I'll watch the show, or maybe I'll read the manga and watch the show as well. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I won't do any of that because it's scary, guys. Come on. But maybe I should give it a second chance because I'm 20 at this point. So things may have changed a little bit. I don't know. So I may be able to get through this because I also want to see the awesome art. So like, this is a pickle, But anyways, I'll put down the links to the trailer and to the interview. So I highly encourage you to go check it out. But I need to warn you, if you didn't understand from this whole video, it's a bit disturbing. It's not all bees and butterflies in this manga or in this trailer as well. It's a bit disturbing. So if you're not okay with that, just don't look. But yeah, that's really about it. I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. And yeah, see ya.